What is going on, guys? Axel here today. We had a pretty big update a couple days ago, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. We have a good bit to talk about. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. First things first is in the PvE story mode, we have two new sections. We have finally started Thriller Bark, so if you have not got to that, please do so. The third one will probably come out within a month or so, but we have the first part, the second part. We're just waiting for the third part. Remember, for each level you do, you get 20 gold. It shows right here, 20 gold, berries, whatever, every single mission you do. So make sure you're doing that. Let's see, where can we go here? For PvP, we still have the X3 event. And as well as if you maintain a streak, you'll get an additional amount of gold per how long your streak is. I'll show you the little mission in a little bit for that. Let's go straight into the lobby here. What comes to mind immediately is there's nothing new in sea exploration, but in the mirror world, they finally added more levels past 100. It currently goes up to 120, I believe, and you should be able to do 2 mirror worlds every level past, I believe, 100. So, yep, you have plenty of new rewards to go after in this. Yeah. There's that. Next, we can leave the lobby now. That's really all there was really to show there. Guild. There's nothing new in Guild at the moment. The shop, I don't know if I showed y'all in the last video, but there is Brooks. If you do not have him, he's pretty fun. Feel free to check him out. Summoning. Boa is now available. Boa Hancock is now available for summons. They added a new thing for this pack. If you are someone that spends the money on this all the time, they now added the character little thing here. Let's see if it can show you here. So this right here, this image that you're seeing is literally what you can put on your character profile, which, so I can show you right here, I believe. I think this dude has it right here. I believe the top player does. So yeah, as you can see, now your character profile can have this. It does look really awesome, but you do have to spend the $100 to get it. It's a little outlandish, and I would only do it if you just have the money to burn and you're just trying to save gold. Otherwise, I wouldn't really mess with it. Next. Yep, so just Boa. Then her little purchase thing. Lucci is still in the shop. And then, yeah, just the normal usual stuff here. Over here in your little inventory area, you might notice something different here with the shells. There's now a Haki system. So to get to it, it's the third tab down. And there's 3. Red, purple, and blue. You will level this up. It shows you right here if you press the button. You'll get some through here. I'm not sure if spending the 100 extra gold to get extra will give you more for the Haki, because I haven't done this yet, so I'm not too sure yet. But I will say something if it does give you extra or whatever, but this is how you'll be getting it. And there is also an event. Let's go ahead and show you real quick. Up here, this event right here, which is, it will not be here forever. It says it leaves on the 11th of December, but you can get all these extra fragments and such by just doing what this tells you to do. And my understanding is you can still get a few every day if you just, you know, log in, get 100 on your stuff and all that. But most of these come from using the Haki system in PvP. So what are some characters that can use Haki? I can't tell you all of them, but what you can do to check if you want to is you can go to the story, for example, right? You can pick a character. So I picked Boa, and it says she can use all 3 of them. I can choose Garp. Garp can use all 3 of them. Let's see, Lucci, he can't use any of these. Blackbeard, he can only use 2 of the 3. And then you're just kind of going on so on and so forth, trying to figure out what they use. So Mihawk uses 2 of the 3, and that's how you can kind of tell who can use what. You can also check in PvP too if you would like. That's, don't matter. Whatever you want to do, right, at the end of the day. They have announced the next set of gear right here. So if you're at level 108, you can start acquiring the next set of gear. I'm still a good bit of ways. It'll probably be another month before I can actually start collecting the gear. But it'll be a long time before I hit level 110. Only level 104, about to be 105. It's going to take a long time to get that gear. So just keep in mind that that is in the game right now if you're at that level. Over here in the fragment shop, I don't know if it applies to everyone, but at least where I'm at in the game, they have added the Water 7 little fragments here. So there's the Nami one, there's the Enel one, and now we are set onto this one right here. Yeah, I mean, you can still buy these other ones, right? You can literally just buy them up here, whatever. But I'm going to just, I guess for now, stick to the ones that they're giving me because this is what you'll get in the mirror world. So I'm just going to stick with it. And you'll also get this for all the rewards that you get also. So there is that. We have just started this. In the Way of the Strong here, we have some new stuff here. I believe now Way of the Strong goes up to level 100 or 120 or something like that. With how much the tokens are for this and all that, and you don't really get any bonus effects past 60, or you can't even add any more tokens. At the moment, I'm not going to say that it's worth going past 60 at all. Your bounty will go up probably pretty high, honestly, but it's not something I'm willing to test out right now anyways, because there's so many more characters to try and work on. They recently added Boa, right? So she's now into this. If you got Sengoku, you can use Sengoku on here. And right now, that's all they really added. I don't know who's going to be next on this list. I'm kind of hoping Blackbeard will be in here because I feel like he really needs it more than anyone else. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. In this little book area right here, do not forget, so let me see if I can find it real quick. It's here somewhere. Boa, if you got Boa, you can now get this right here. This is like 70k bounty right here, so keep that in mind. If you bought Brooks, you can get this also. Pretty nice. And yeah, as well as Sengoku, if you got Sengoku and Garp, then, you know, that also gives you a good amount too. So keep that in mind. Now we'll go really quickly through trying to get to the main screen. The Boa missions real quick. Very, very easy stuff here. The first one on the top left is just going through the Amazon Lily story with Luffy and Boa and all that. You don't really play much. I think you play out of all these 7, maybe one of these, but you have a few more, so you'll probably get to play again if you want to. The second one here is you're just giving Boa some of these like treasures or whatever. The purple ones right here, I believe, give you plus 10 each time, and then the red ones give you plus 20. Decent rewards for doing this one. You get some meat, some gold, and you get the title worth at least 30k. I don't know the exact number, but it's a pretty nice title. How do you get these? By spending meat and doing your daily missions and completing them, so getting your daily 100 and so on and so forth. It should only take you like 3 or 4 days to do this. Nothing too crazy here. Keep in mind, though, if you have not started, I would strongly suggest starting to go ahead and do this because this leaves on the 12th of December. So for the first 2, you're almost done because then the next 2 come out. Do not forget, if you have not done so, to share this right here to get your 20 gold. Very important you do so. Next. Let's go through the missions really quick here. So this is just the Haki system. You want to try to get to 30 if you can. Make sure you do Haki use Haki in PvP to get all these. I want to start that grind pretty soon. I haven't actually touched it yet because I don't understand how it works yet. Like, I don't understand what it does compared to the normal shells. So if you're using normal shells in PvP, you have to replace them with Haki to use the Haki essentially. So keep that in mind. This is the usual same old. It lets you do everything you want to pretty much in the game without having to actually play it, and you know, so on and so forth. The auto raids, auto PvE, the auto PvP battles, whatever. This was just like a little gift thing for her release. They do this typically every time they release a new red character. You just get like 88 gold and then, you know, yeah, that kind of stuff. So you should get this no matter what if you're just playing the game. This is I believe, a anniversary countdown event. So in 12 days is when they'll start giving us the anniversary events. They're supposed to be really, really nice events. They canceled the stream for this, so I don't know what it entirely entails, but we'll figure that out sooner or later. But make sure you're logging in every day because, yes, the meat might not be the most amazing thing in the world for some people, but for every 3 consecutive days you log in, you get an additional 100 berries. So gold berries, whatever you want to call it. So it's very, very good, and just make sure you do the event. All you have to do is just log in. Like, it's not that hard. This one right here, you need to be in at least a very active guild to be able to do this. All you do is press the share button down here and then the left button right here. If you get 10 people to click on it for you through WeChat or however you do it on QQ, I don't know how, then you should get these rewards. So you get 200 of these 200, of these orange friendship tokens, which will give you in the shop over here, 200 gold. So how do you get more? How do you get more of the friendship tokens? You need to have friends that quit playing pretty much, and you need to invite them to play the game and so on and so forth. And they have to actually play too. They can't just like, you know, ignore it or whatever. But if you don't think you can get all the gold, which is the priority, you want to get all the gold, then, you know, I'd recommend personally doing meat or the purple books. That's what I would do. Your daily login as usual. If you want to spend 24 yen, you can get nothing too amazing here. You get 1 fragment of a red character of your choice, and then you get 5 red tokens, which are really orange. They're not red most of the time. So to me, none of this is worth it. I would ignore this event completely if you're a whale. So yeah. This is a dice event for if you're spending gold trying to obtain extra gear in the raid. It's 60 gold or 60 berries per extra piece of gear you buy. Not worth it. Can't say it's really worth it at all. Maybe for these little tokens, maybe. But even then, I can't really suggest it. Like, it looks like it starts getting a little better at 54. But look, it's only 30. Not really worth it at all. I would ignore this event completely. It's like just a waste of space, honestly. This is the 3 friendship little event here. So literally all you have to do is just play the game. If you do your daily PvP battle and you do all your missions to 100% your day, then you'll get this done within a couple days. You don't even need 3 people. You can do this just fine with 2 people. Rewards are okay. You get 200 gold and about 100 meat. Not bad. But yeah, make sure you do this. Very straightforward. You can invite people. You can get invited. So just make sure you do it. This is just, you get more meat from doing your daily missions and using meat. They give you random rewards, and just make sure you're doing it because you get a lot of purple books out of this. This is what is interesting about this event. Like, the event's not great, but you get purple books, and you get quite a few of them, like up to 40 it looks like, so that's really not bad. This is a ship event where you're collecting the stones or whatever in the PvP. Make sure you're doing this. As you can see on the top right, I've not been doing it at all. I'm about to start doing it. But you get 200 gold out of it, 100 meat, and a crap load of shells, or fragments, whatever you want to call them. The last event is what I was talking to you about earlier in the PvP event. If you maintain a consecutive win streak, you get more gold. In my opinion, it's only worth going up to 4, maybe 6. It's hard enough to win 1 match a day because you might not get a bot. And if you don't get a bot, then you're not going to be able to do this. So 3 is definitely achievable. 4 is also achievable. After 5 is when it gets a little more difficult, but you should definitely be doing this at the earliest you can. And I don't know, it's up to you, because typically if you do 1 PvP battle a day, like every 24 hours, usually you're going to face a bot. If you spam through the challenges, you're going to be fighting real players all the time. And this is one of them events where you just want to get it over with and get it done as fast as you can, so you don't have to worry about it, because you want the berries, you want the gold, so just make sure you're doing it. They added a couple things here in the mission book here. So finally, for fighting Lucci, you get an additional 20 red snails, which is pretty massive. I'm glad they finally did this. We should be getting another 20 with fighting Moria, but not as soon as it comes out. Probably in the future is what I'm imagining, or maybe it's going to be around the time when we see Kuma fighting, or not Kuma fighting, when we see Kuma doing the little thing with Zoro at the end of the Thriller Bark arc, we might get an additional 20 red snails for that. So keep that in mind, but this 160 should go up to 180 within a couple months or so, hopefully. They added a couple more missions here. So if you log in 365 days, which is a full year, then you get 36 of these fragments here, which will be amazing. Can't wait for that. And then it's also for this one right here. I don't know what this chest is right here, but this is for logging in for 1,000 days. I don't know if it's consecutive or not, but I'm going to just be safe and assume that it's going to be consecutive. But no idea what's in this treasure chest, but I'm excited to see what it is. So there's that. I think that's about all to really show you here. Yep. That is about it. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. The next red character should still be Yamato, and the prediction is because Ace won like their poll or whatever, we might be getting another Ace character. I really hope not, but if we do, we do, and that is the end of the story. I'll probably save gold if we get another Ace. That is about all. I think some other characters that are coming out soon is another version of Chopper. We're getting another Boa skin. Yamato's in the horizon, and potentially another red Ace. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next time, peace.